people, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. If you are a returning subscriber or returning viewer who's not subscribed and should get their lives together and just hit the subscribe button. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm Tumi. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. It's gonna be a wild ride. As you guys can see, I look crazy. I don't have eyebrows. I have tried to block out my brows as best as I can, but we'll get into that because as you guys can see by the title below, I am doing the world famous drag superstar TRIXIE MATTEL'S iconic makeup. We'll be calling TRIXIE by the pronouns she, her. Are there other pronouns for me, woman? I don't really know. Anyways, but those are the pronouns I'm going to be using. Recently, I've always known TRIXIE Mattel. I'm a really big fan of RuPaul's Drag Race. Really like a really big super fan. But I have been consuming a lot of drag queens who are on YouTube and making coins off of YouTube. Bob the drag queen and Monet Exchange. I love their channel, sibling rivalry. And then I found TRIXIE and then I was like, TRIXIE is really funny. Like, she was funny on Drag Race, but I'm like, oh my gosh, TRIXIE is really hilarious. Like, and I really love her videos. So I was like, I really want to do her makeup because she's put other people into drag. She put Kombucha Girl into drag. She put well, Exalia was on her channel and she was doing TRIXIE's makeup. I'm like, I want to push myself and do her makeup. And I did practice before. This was not a first. That's why I know it's gonna be a wild ass ride, because I did practice just on a random Friday evening. I wasn't doing anything, I didn't go out, so I'm like, let me practice this before I actually do it on camera. And it didn't turn out too bad. For a first try, I will say very unbiasedly that it was very good for a first try. And I put it on my Instagram stories. I'm like, and that's when I had cornrows. So I put on my honey blonde wig, so this will be TRIXIE Mattel in braids. So I was like, guys, do you want to see me do this on my YouTube channel? Because it is not as easy as she makes it out to be. So not everybody, a lot of people, most people voted yes, those who voted. So here we are doing the makeup. I do have one of her videos on my laptop. It is her getting ready to host the streamings last year December. Makeup is very iconic. A lot of people go as her for Halloween or have attempted her makeup because it is, we're just gonna follow it as it is. As it goes, that's what it is. So just to give you guys some context about the eyebrows, why I did them off camera is because they take a fucking long time. I'm not monetized, so I couldn't swear at this point. This technique is called blocking out brows. It is a drag technique. In America, it is very big. They use Elmer's glue, that purple glue, to glue down their eyebrows. Let me tell you something. I have blocked out my brows before, and I have attempted it with Pritt glue, and do not do that. Do not do my mistake. Learn from my mistake. Do not do it. It is not the same as Elmer's glue. Do not use your regular Pritt or whatever else kind of glue, Bostik glue. Maybe Bostik is a little bit better, but in South Africa we don't have a glue, like a paper glue that you can use on your brows that will give you the same effect that Elmer's glue gives to drag queens. What I use and what I have used before is my Got2b glue, the Got2b water resistant spiking glue, the yellow one. All you just need to do is literally put on layers, and I didn't do the whole blow dryer technique. I really couldn't. I was doing this, I was setting up and doing other stuff around the house, just like put on a layer, do other stuff, come back maybe like 10-15 minutes later, put on a secondary layer. I put on 3 layers of glue, and then it is about 4 layers of concealer. I've used my LA Girl concealer in the color Toffee. So this is I think this has been one of the best times that I have blocked with my brows. Just taking my sweet time and doing it, and I really don't want to do it on camera because there's a lot we need to get through. I have everything I kind of need on my desk. Everything kind of just laid out and ready to go. And bear with me, get into the makeup. So I'm going to prime using the Catrice Prime and Fine Aquafish Hydro Primer, and I'm using a hydrating one. It's a tester one that I got in that Catrice box because mine is finished and this one is almost finished. I need to go get another one. I'm not using the matte one. Wow, this is ghetto. Guys, I'm wearing like a t-shirt because it gets real. It gets real, it gets messy. It's not cute. It's not cute. And I don't want to wear a gown, to be honest. But I'm using the Hydro Primer because there's so much makeup that it's gonna go on my face. I don't want to be matte. Who am I being matte for? To be honest, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna take it off. So right now I'm looking at my computer. It's about 1 o'clock, almost 1 o'clock. It's like 5 to 1. I'll give you guys timestamps because I'm gonna like speed through some other parts. Not speed through, but there's gonna be a lot of editing done because I can't let you guys watch a 2-hour long video of me attempting to do this crazy drag queen's crazy ass makeup. I am using the Maybelline Superstay 24-hour foundation, and this is a foundation that she has used before on her channel because it is full coverage. Drag makeup is full coverage. It is out there. It needs to. It's full coverage because you are performing for people on stage. The people in the back of the room need to see your mug, and you can perform for hours, and it doesn't need to because you won't sweat the lights and everything. So you need a full coverage foundation, and a foundation that is going to definitely last the whole day. So I'm going to use my Maybelline. I've used this before. I love this one. I use this when I go out, actually, because it's full coverage and I didn't go in that way. It is in the color caramel. So we're going to apply so much foundation. It is bananas. And I think, I don't know, she blends it out with a sponge. I don't want to do that. I want to blend it out with a brush. I like to use a brush first and then a sponge. I think you guys have noticed that. Am I looking crazy? Yes. And this is going to be the first layer. I'm telling you right now, this is going to be the first layer. So I'm going to use this brush. I'm going to use this brush from Wet n Wild because I do like this brush a lot. So I'm going to brush this out. I have my Duke on because I am laying my edges. Also, I'm trying to not get all this makeup to be in my edges. But I will blend it out obviously at the end with powder so it doesn't look crazy. Do you see what I mean? And then I use a sponge. And she does apply more foundation to her brows. Okay, so because she applied more foundation to her brows, like they were already pretty white, and then as she was blending out, you could kind of see the dark hairs come through. I'm gonna do that, but I'm applying a very thin layer because, like I've said a billion times, a lot of product is gonna go into this. Okay, so what she does, which I didn't do the first time around because I did, but I was really scared. Is that she does the outline. That's the word I was looking for. The outline of her wing eye look, right? Let's just watch. She likes to use pen liners. So it's just a template. Okay, like you see, she always says it's just a template. It doesn't have to be perfect. Trixie, I love what she says. Like her makeup, she says it's never symmetrical, but to me it looks so symmetrical. It looks really good. So I know I have a mirror here, but I'm gonna use my mirror and my eyeshadow palette. So just looking. I said I wasn't gonna do it too high. Now it's high. This one is crazier than this one. I actually like this one better. So he says, we're moving on. I'm gonna try to do like a black crease that fades to pink. We'll see if I can do it. So she's doing a black crease that fades to pink, and she starts off with the pink shadow first, literally just above, because this is basically her whole eye. So she starts off with the pink first. That's why my eyebrows are gonna be here. I'm gonna look crazy. This was too high. We are moving on. The pink is here, and then she does like a purple, and then she does like a black. You guys will see. So that's why I have all of my Revolution palettes with me. It's the symmetry that's really difficult. Okay, let me just watch the whole thing. It doesn't look right. I just have to be on camera for 10 hours. I always do this. Like just a little bit because she's gonna use black. You don't want to look crazy. Although that's a bit too late for that. What she does is that she doesn't like blend it into here because she kind of leaves the space out because let me tell you, it's going to be covered by white. So she just kind of like does this. So we're just going to pack it on and it's just not blending. This is anyways. I'm using my little small essence brush, the really tiny one. So she also does the black at the bottom. And what I mean at the bottom is like, let me just watch this part.
How have I never used this before? This is a good.
So it's like here to the liner. So we're really gonna pack it on. I don't know if I should use this brush. I'm gonna use this brush regardless. Yeah, this is exactly what she does. She's just using a flatter brush, not a rounded brush like me. But I like this brush. Wow, it is 1:23. So this part has taken almost 13 minutes.
Done drag makeup in a hurry, guys. I think the fastest.
She brings the pink to the bottom. So back to Venus. This is gonna go crazy. I'm gonna do the Venus and then I'm gonna do the memories. I'm not gonna do Fetch because it's not doing what needs to be done. Okay, let me just see how far she brings it up her eye.
This is like.
Okay, she does it all the way to the top. So that's what we're gonna do. And this brush is a little bit bigger, so bear with me. Why does she bring the pink that far? Okay, we're not done with the eyes. She brings the pink in like towards her nose, but like mine is gonna be to here and hers is like more up there because mine is really big. What she does is this. Basically, that's it. Don't do it anymore, Boitumelo. They are not meeting at the same place. We're doing memories. They are not meeting at the same place. This one is here. That one is there. Look. Using the Yardley pencil that I spoke to you guys about in my last video that you can watch up here. Please enter the giveaway. I'm using this one because like I told you before, it glides like a dream. I used pomade before in like the first time I did this. I used the Wet n Wild brow pomade in the color brunette, and I have been using pomade more. I don't use pomade, y'all know on this channel I use pencil. I have using pomade just to do something different, and people swear by pomades. Well, people say about the Anastasia brow pomade, and I get it. It just takes a lot of practice, so I wouldn't say pomades are for beginners. Okay, so let's just look at that again. She does the outline first. She doesn't fill it in. She does the outline. Love it. This is not the right brow, but we're moving on. We're moving on.
Crazy. The other funny thing about hosting.
Okay, this is where it gets even crazier. So she puts on white concealer here and here, like you would highlight on a regular face. You think this is crazy? It is crazy. It is very crazy. It is bananas. Okay, let's take this off because she contours her forehead. So let's take this off. Do you see the line of demarcation? So, great. We're just gonna use apply. She does apply it with the product, so let's do this. She doesn't use a brush to apply it, so let's just do these, honey. Let's do these, honey. Let's do these. We're doing these. And she contours like a crazy person. Right here. Oh, if I use cocoa, and cocoa is very cool. The dark cocoa is very cool. It's just warm. I'm warm. I have warm undertones. And we've used very warm undertone stuff, so she highlights her nose first and then contours, which is weird to me. So let's just do the same. So we are going to highlight. I'm just gonna put the product there. Literally, she draws a straight line. Literally a straight line. I just want it in a little bit. Just because it's crazy. Like, anyways, for contouring, and she does use a brush. She doesn't round it. I'm rounding it because my nose is different, but I have not rounded it nicely. So she does her jaw. She calls it the chin strap. So she does her jaw. So we're gonna do. I basically don't have a jaw because I am chunky. So I have fat. So we are just gonna do this. I don't do this because, yeah, I don't do this. I mean, you can give yourself cheekbones, but if you have double chin like me, oh my gosh, this looks so dark. She uses a white powder, that's the thing. I'm gonna use this powder. I'm gonna use it's actually what is this? The Makeup Revolution Luxe Banana Powder. I'm gonna use a powder puff, not a sponge, but I don't have a powder puff. A big powder brush like this one and just dusters the fuck out of her face. She touches up her black eye part, which I feel like I need to do more the pink because the powder does take away from it. And sometimes she'll like redo her brows, but my brows are really dark enough but I feel like I really don't need to. I'm gonna do Fetch and Memories. I'm kind of going in between the two and putting them both in the brush, and we're doing that. So TRIXIE uses gel liners. Gel liners are really not a big thing in South Africa, but like the drugstore brands in Africa do not have gel liners at all. So I do have my NYX, it's here, my NYX Epic Wear Waterproof Eye and Body Liquid Liner, but NYX is no longer within South Africa, so this is a scarcity, this is a rarity, and it is waterproof, so it's going to be really hard to take off, to be quite honest. And as soon as this video is over and I'm done taking photos, I am taking this makeup off. So for the white and as well my Essence waterproof eyeliner, it's not really difficult to take off, but it's so much to cover. So I'm really just going to use the Athena painting palette. It is so nice. These are just creamy, you apply, they are pigmented. This is when everything kind of starts coming together. I need another makeup wipe. You guys will see, it will, I don't know if I want to use this paintbrush now. I'm going to use actually an eyeshadow brush for this part and see how that works out. It's a little bit sturdier, but I did use the painting brush the last time. I'm gonna use the Epic Wear liner for this part just to do the outline. I have 3. Can I just have the white one? Thank you. Do you see how white this is? Maybe I'll do it for the top.
I never fill in the whole eye with a pen liner because I don't.
Okay, so you see, she doesn't fill in the whole eye with the pen liner, but she does do the outline. So we're gonna do the outline like she did. I'm lying. So here we go. I guess you would do this because you want to be like precise.
That actually looks kind of good, kind of symmetrical. So I'm gonna move on for now. I got it.
Okay, so like I said, she actually uses an acrylic paint, but she said you shouldn't use by your eyes, which is right. This is a painting palette for your face, so you can use this by your eyes. And this is pretty black. I just gotta be really like careful around the perimeter. And I'm using an eyeshadow thing because not the painting things, they're just not working for me. I'm gonna go over my lash line with the liner just so it stays black. You see what I mean? Like powder is like, just goes everywhere. So she does that. So she is cutting her cheek again with powder like I said we would. And I'm gonna use this brush. It's just a brush that I got. I'm using this. This is the thingy from my James Charles palette. That's a duplication, a dupe. And I'm using this sculpt from the Catrice thing because it is dark and it is gonna sculpt the fuck out of my cheek. So you do this basically. I use a small brush because I don't want it to be too much. Do you see what I mean? That I feel like it is like hectic. I'm just gonna do this.
Lips, I can't.
She does reverse contouring under, like over here, obviously, with more powder. Like there's so much powder on my face. There's so much everything on my face. So I am gonna do it over here though, and we're gonna be as neat as possible. And she puts more powder here. There's layers of makeup on my face, layers. Okay, I'm gonna put on the, I'm putting off the lashes off camera because it's 11 minutes past 3 in the afternoon. I'm not gonna do a doggone thing. And I have, what, something white in my hair now. Work. We're ending off with the lip. Trixie obviously overlines her lips, as most drag queens do. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted by this whole process. Work. We're gonna go in with blush. Ooh. And she highlights, honey. So guys, we have come to the end of the video. Thank you so much for tuning in. As you guys can see, this is a wild ride. I love this look, but I feel like I did a much better job the first time around because I was just doing it by myself in my own time, in my own space, not in front of the camera, and I feel like I did a better job. But I will say my brows are so much better than the first time. These ones are so nice, and I really like this one. I love, every time I look at my face, I'm just like, I look like Trixie. I mean, I think I do. I hope I do. If you're a Trixie fan, please comment down below what you think of this look. Out of 10, what would you give me for my Trixie makeup? But guys, thank you so much for tuning in once again. Please don't forget to enter the giveaway in the previous video. You have to enter over there. All the steps are over there, so please do go enter the giveaway video, as well as please don't forget to subscribe if you come to the end of this very chaotic video of this wild ride. Please do subscribe and please give this video a very big thumbs up. Please stay safe, make good choices, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Oh.